Hi, it's Wasabi, welcome back to the channel. It's a battle on the Empire Borders map and we're with JordyBro, commander of Fiddy-chan, and we've got another Fiddy member there, BADATTANKING, it is M103. His top tier, of course, is because he's in a tier 10 and he's driving the T95 Chieftain, which is the main desired reward tank from Clan Wars campaigns. Anyway, there's two tier 10s on each side, Chieftain on each side, and the main battle area for the heavy tanks is where that marker is on H3. So he's just communicated to the team members to try and take the hill there and try and deny their Chieftain the high ground. Now, as you may be aware, the Chieftain's got excellent gun depression and also very strong frontal turret armor, so you can dominate high ground positions. Leopard PTA is just pushing up there and trying to keep that Panther at bay, I would think. Alright, so there's a phase 1 that the Leopard has spotted, and looks like Jordy can potentially get a flanking maneuver on there. Let's have a look at see which way the turret is facing. Jordy's not spotted yet. Here we go. Alright, side armor, excellent. So first shot in, and of course you can see Jordy's loaded as a Clan Wars thing, so he's using premium ammo. And why not? If you want to do the most damage, you're free to use that. So anyway, AE phase 1 goes down. That tank does have good, strong frontal armor, but yeah, when you get the sides of it, it's not as strong, obviously. So his platoon members have just called for help down on the lower part, so Jordy's swinging down here, and that's where the enemy Chieftain is, and a lever, so to see how that can work out and where they're positioned. It looks like the Centurion 5-1 tier 8's just lost a fair bit of health. Right, so the lever and the Chieftain are in different positions. That will enable Jordy to push up on the Chieftain, and if the lever pushes out, he's going to be basically exposing himself to fire from his teammates. So he does take a hit there from the Chieftain, but he's also got the lower plate of the enemy Chieftain, so they're sort of in similar positions here. He's coming from the low ground position, but that's not just a disadvantage at this point, but it's been taking hits, and he tracked the Chieftain there. Now he's put another hit in, but they're on about equal hit points at the moment. Now BADATTANKING moves forward, but gets taken out ultimately by a combination of the Chief and the enemy tank destroyer, the Chinese Wheezy 11GFT, or sometimes known as a fake tank. It's clearly at the back there somewhere. Now Jordy's just getting lit. He doesn't want to be basically taken out there. There's a Striv S1 also, probably near the enemy gates there. Yeah, just gets a good side shot opportunity on the enemy Chieftain. Doesn't waste that opportunity. That Chieftain is now down to a single shot. He's just got to wait to get a lower plate. There he goes. Alright, takes out the Chieftain. So, right, so even though they're down by one tank, has to have an advantageous position now. The enemy Chieftain's been taken out. There's the fake tank, but that shot seems to miss. Okay, the lever's been taken out, so there's no flanking threat right there, so he can take his time now and aim in on the fake tank. There goes a big hit into it. And the fake tank's still sitting there. Is he running away? Looks like he's moving. Jordy's just waiting until he gets reloaded. Yeah, he's backing off, but very slow. So hopefully that will give him another opportunity to get a hit. He's already up to just over 3,300 of damage. Getting close to 4,000, but the fake tank goes down. Looks like the Striv is running away, and the IS-2 to the double barrel tier 8 just looks like he managed to get one shot in, but the Striv is pretty mobile, so it looks like he's going to basically escape, but they've also spotted the G-Saw. Now there's a bit of fight going on in the middle. The enemy Su-130PM, the tier 8 Russian tank destroyer, has taken out one of his team, so they're back to a one tank advantage. It's taken out the Scorpion, and it looks like a Lerva player on Jordy's team is basically complaining he couldn't get a hit that penetrated. Wonder if he's using premium ammunition. In any case, so coming back into the centre here, now there were some, that looks like that 130 PM has run away somewhere, but he has got a shot in on the IS-2 too. There he goes, that's Jordy's second kill. But they are now down in tanks. They've just lost 2 tanks in a row. The Guerrilla 15 taking out one of his tank destroyers, and the ML2 taking out the Panther. Now he's got a shot there on the Renegade. Gets a nice hit in. Now, what was that? Firing HE, perhaps? Yes, okay, he's got HE loaded. So the guy got some low tier tanks and squishy side plates. So there goes the Type 61 goes down. Gets a good roll there. And there's the SU 130 PM, so back to premium ammo, not taking any risks here. Puts a shot in, but I think the SU is behind cover there. But there's still 2 tanks down. He just bounces a shot coming in from the Renegade. Doesn't really want to lose a lot more health at this point of the game. There's still 9 minutes to go. Doesn't want to throw his tank away. There's the Guerrilla 15. Look, he's coming down the hill. Can he get a shot in him? Yes, he does. Takes the Guerrilla down to 845. That might help in the future. He's just, yeah, looking around to see he's got another shot, but that's, again, looks like behind hard cover. So Jordy's doing the wise thing here. Doesn't want to take on 4 enemy tanks by himself, so just pulling back. Looks for targets of opportunity, but the tanks with the ML and Renegade were last seen are well out of his view range, so unless someone helps with spotting, he's not going to see them. So on his side, it's him and the Jagdpanzer E100 and the IS-2-2, which is yeah, in a fairly risky position by himself with some tank destroyers. So Jordy, having seen where the enemy tanks were last seen, thinks that they're probably going to try and camp from the other side, so he's just moving back to his own base. And the Jagdpanzer E100 is seeing that and pulling back with him. So Jordy's just swinging out wide there just to see if anyone's coming around the corner. Nothing spotted at this point. And it looks like that IS-2-2 is pushing up, trying to get a spot potentially, but not a high view range tank, so I think he's in a pretty risky position, and certainly he's isolated, so he's not going to get any support at this point. So a bit of a sit and wait at the moment. 7 minutes to go. Jordy's just looking around for a position to help cover the gate that the enemy tanks would have to pass through. And looks like the Jagdpanzer's taking a position facing the other way, or covering the other direction, I should say. So a bit of advice being given to the IS-2-2 in chat. Don't know if he or she is going to take care of that. Jordy's just trying to find a spot which will protect his lower front plate and also give him basically a hull down position against the gate. Now it's a bit of a waiting game. Looks like the Jagdpanzer E100 is moving back. We might just speed it up at this point. A bit of a waiting game. Just going to double speed. So I think they've made a decision to just defend. Alright, so Jordy's coming around, swapping sides. Looks like nothing's coming through the gate at this point. And the IS-2-2 has been taken out, so in fact has spotted all the enemy tanks back up at the other end. So looks like they came through the centre and came up behind the IS-2-2 as well. So we're still just on double speed here just to compress the time a little bit. But yeah, just to give you an idea, being patient can pay off. Not put yourself into a disadvantageous position. So what they're really trying to do is get the enemy to come on to their 2 guns, now being the last 2 tanks in the game. There's a reasonable number of enemy tanks. So still a risk that they'll come from both directions. But okay, there's the SU 130 PM has been spotted and destroyed by the Jagdpanzer E100. and that gives his platoon 3 kills each, so 6 kills in total. So it could be up for brothers in arms later on if they can keep the kills going. So there's, what do we say, there's 4 tanks left on the enemy side. So we might get there with 10 kills. Okay, here we go. So the Guerrilla 15 right there. Jordy takes a snapshot and misses, but luckily bounces the 2 incoming rounds. Now he's got definitely the reload advantage on the Guerrilla. Puts in a shot, takes him down to 1 shot. And he's just taken a big hit from the Striv S1. That is a big hit actually, 456, so a very high roll from the Striv. And the Jagdpanzer is just trying to wiggle around and use his frontal armour to defend. Can he get a shot on these 2? No, Jordy swings around a little bit. They are behind rocks there. But with that Striv there, you've got to be very careful. Make sure you're not exposing yourself too much. Gets the kill shot on the grill, so that brings them down to 3 tanks. The Jagdpanzer takes a bit of a hit. Jordy's just trying to get out of his way, not to keep him out in the middle. And okay, it looks like Jordy's going to try and flank. So he knows the Striv is back there. If he goes around the back, then yeah, it's a reasonably mobile heavy tank, although be a bit slow up the hill, but a good chance that he'll come around in that middle part of the hill and be able to flank both the Renegade and the Striv. So I'd say that's what his motive is here. Yep, definitely he's heading that direction. So we'll just again speed it up going up the hill. 2 minutes left in the game. It's coming down to the wire here. There are 3 enemy tanks to kill. I haven't seen the ML1 yet either, so I'm not quite sure where he's at. Let's just get back to normal speed. So you can just see, yeah, 15k is up the slowest part. Jordy just checks the side there, and coming forward here, has he got anything coming around the corner? Okay, oh, okay, there's the Renegade. Renegade won't have a shot on him there. There's the Striv basically facing away, gets the Striv. Nice kill in revenge for the hit before. Renegade bounces, gets a ram kill on the Renegade, and that is the game with the EVA 100 taking out the ML2. So right down to the wire. Excellent result. So that battle earned a 2nd class mastery badge there, all in all small medals, but more importantly the high caliber award for doing the most damage in the game, and the Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. 16,000 experience, which would have come from missions and other payouts. Now you can see he earned 1164 base experience. That would have earned an Ace Tanker badge in most tier 10s, but because it's the Chieftain, which is a Clan Wars reward vehicle, you get a lot of high skill players playing that tank, so that certainly lifts the base amount that you need to get an Ace Tanker for. But nonetheless, double the amount of damage that the next highest damage player in his team did, which was the Jagdpanzer E100. 21 shots fired, 17 of those hit and 15 penetrated. That gave him his total amount of damage, a very small amount of assisted damage, and you can see he only lost 34,000 credits there with some boosters. If you hadn't had to pay for the consumables, you would have made a profit. Anyway, great game there, Jordy, and thanks for sending the content.